Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel for another video on London Travel Guide. In this video we will talk about typical cost of staying in London and also give you some money saving tips. If you want to know about top things to do in London, then I also have a video on it. Get the link in the description. If you're new to my channel, then don't forget to subscribe my channel and click on the bell icon so that you'll get notifications when I upload a new video. So let's start. Typical costs. Hostel prices. Hostels, like everything else, are expensive in London. Expect to pay around 15 to 40 GBP per night for a dorm room, although some dorms outside the city centre start at around £10 British. Private rooms will be almost as much as a hotel room, starting at around £55 British. Free Wi-Fi is standard in most hostels, and a few in the city even include free breakfast. If you have a tent, there are a few campgrounds outside of the city for around £15 British per night. This usually includes admission. For 2 adults, my suggested places are Astor Hyde Park Street, Christopher's, Clink 78 Hostel. Budget hotel prices. Budget hotels anywhere in the city centre will start around £105 British per night. If you stay on the outskirts of the city, you will pay around £40 British per night. Airbnb is another great budget option with shared accommodation going for as little as £25 British per night or an entire apartment starting at £80 British per night. Average cost of food. London offers every type of food imaginable, with food for every price range. Some of the cheaper options include Asian and English cuisine for as little as £5 British, with fast food, like McDonald's, costing the same. Lunch specials run around £10 British for a multi-course meal with a drink. Fish, chips, and other pub food will cost around the same price. Cheap restaurants with table service will set you back about 20 to 30 GBP for a meal with a drink. If you choose to cook, groceries, rice, fruits, veggies, pasta, chicken, sandwich stuff, etc., will cost you between 42 to 55 GBP per week. Transportation costs. The bus or underground, otherwise known as the tube, go everywhere in the city. Fares start at £2 British and 80 pence with an Oyster card prepaid card. Underground tickets and Oyster cards are also valid on London's buses. If you wanted to see the city by bike, you can hire one from many of the new docking stations around the capital city. However, be warned that London streets are not the easiest to navigate. If you're coming from the airport, the Heathrow Express is £22 British one way. If you buy it online, £27 British if you buy it at the station. It takes 15 minutes. However, you can also just take the tube and it's much cheaper but takes an hour. For all other airports, EasyBus is the cheapest option with fares between 2 to 13 GBP, depending on the distance and time of day. Suggested daily budget. £60 British per 75 United States dollars. Note, this is a suggested budget assuming you're staying in a hostel, eating out a little, cooking most of your meals, and using local transportation. Using the budget tips below, you can always lower this number. However, if you stay in fancier accommodations or eat out more often, expect this to be higher. Money saving tips. 1. Visit all the free museums. Most of the museums in London are free. The Museum of London, the British History Museum, the Natural History Museum, and the Science Museum are all great. Get your fill of British history without spending a pence. The National Gallery and the Tate Modern are also free and are some of my favourites. 2. Buy an Oyster card. This prepaid card can save you about 50% on each metro. If you plan on using the tube a lot, get this card. If you leave and have extra on the card, they will also refund the balance. 3. People watch at the markets. Sunday is market day in London. There's the Camden Market, the Portobello Market, the Flower Market, and a million more options. People watch, get great photos, and enjoy local London life without spending a dime. 4. Watch the changing of the guards. The changing of the guard at Buckingham Palace is at 11:30 am, and the Horse Guards at Whitehall change at 11 am. These are both free and interesting to watch as you take in true British flair. 5. Just walk and explore. London is a huge city, and there are beautiful historic buildings all around. I walked for 4 hours and barely made a dent on the route I was going to take, hence the need to get the Oyster card. However, once you walk and get out of the tourist area around the Thames, you'll get to see London the way the locals do. You can pick up free maps of showing walking routes around the capital from any of London's tourist information shops. 6. Last-minute theatre tickets. You can get last-minute tickets to the theatre from the official booth in Leicester Square. Availability varies every day, so be sure to get there early. 7. Attend small theatre performances. London is famous for the theatrics. If you don't want to shell out a lot of money to see The Lion King or Les Miserables, check out smaller shows and comedy nights at theatres like Leicester Square Theatre where prices can start at about 3 to 13 GBP a ticket. 8. Skip the cabs. Taxis are incredibly expensive in London and will eat into your budget just by taking them once. I stayed out past when the tube closed one night and the taxi to my hotel was £31 British. If you start taking taxis everywhere, you'll end up spending hundreds of dollars per day, so keep this in mind. 9. Master the night bus. In London, the tube closes around 12:30 am. To avoid taking expensive taxis, make sure you get a map of the night bus routes so you can get back to your hotel, hostel on the cheap. These buses go all over the city and into the suburbs. You can also use your Oyster card on these buses. In fact, buses are always the cheapest public transportation option. 10. Take a free walking tour. London, like any big city is Europe, has a wide array of free walking tours given throughout the city. For a historical view of the city, try New Europe, and for off-the-beaten-path tours try free tours by foot. 11. Stay at a Ola Hostel. Ola Hostels is a network of hostels predominantly in South and Central America, though they now have locations around Europe too. They offer a 10% discount to their members, as well as other local discounts for food and activities. Joining is free, and their hostels are also committed to environmentally sustainable practices. If you like this video, then support me by subscribing my YouTube channel and don't forget to give this video a like and share it with your friends.